Benjamin Cowenberg from consciousazine.com, and I just wanted to show you what red lettuces look like when they've got just chlorophyll. Hello everyone, Benjamin Cowenberg from consciousazine.com, and I'm just showing you what a red lettuce looks like when it's been starved of sunlight, and so it's secreted more chlorophyll and manufactured more chlorophyll in its little plant body, because in the car it gets a scattered, sporadic and less light than it would if I put it in the ground. And there's a little chili plant, which is from the Tina Farber Part 2 video, the rainbow chili. And next I'm going to show you what the red lettuces look like that are in the ground, and they're also a lot bigger because this one has been starved of sunlight quite a lot. And yeah, they're at my university, and this is a video for Gypsy Cannon, who donated to me when I needed money. So thanks a lot for that, Gypsy, and my situation's cleared up because of your help and a lot of other people's help as well. And I'm really enjoying doing these videos for you all, and I want to make them really informational, and also practice my camera skills on my crappy camera. And maybe one day I'll afford a better camera. But so that's just in rainforest soil again. It's a little bit clay-like. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's just really nutritionally rich, and it retains the moisture quite well too. Now you could put clay breaker in there a little bit if you're really pedantic, and mix it with some sort of other soil and rock dust and mineralization and wide spectrum preferably, and then yeah, I really stand behind that stuff as well, because we want to remineralize not only the earth, but you know, the plants are what they eat, and then we are what we eat. So if we're eating those plants, you know, start the cycle off as best you can yourself. Now, on an upcoming episode, I'm going to do like all the fertilizers, additives and mineralizations and nutritionally enriching the soil techniques as I can, and that will be for Brett McIntosh, $30 Bandit. So this is Gypsy Cannon's $30 Bandit, and thank you, Gypsy. We're going to go and we're going to cut to my uni, and we're going to see the red lettuces in the community garden. Now, Gypsy wanted me to do the video on community garden. Now, when you request a $30 Bandit and you donate $30, and I plant you some stuff, well, I prefer to always plant perennials, which are lasting longer, you know, not annuals or biennials, which are 2-year or 3-year, and you know, they keep, or even if they keep reseeding themselves back, like some wild arugula is pretty good, and stuff like that. And you can see Brody Corbett's low maintenance plants video that I done on low maintenance, easy maintainable plants and stuff like that, and weedious and vinious like plants, you know. They're low maintenance once they get a bit going, and some you don't even have to do anything to, like dandelion, and you know, there's so many things growing wild that you don't really have to do much to. So anyway, the red lettuces and the community garden idea I'm doing for Gypsy, and I've gathered all the plants for some other people's videos in the same spot because they were beneficial pest deterrent plants, like Mariah Starr's marigold flowers, and the Lisa Gench's video, I think it was, on the Lad's Love, which is a pest deterrent for fleas, and also I used it to block the sun. So this community garden idea was because Gypsy can't even grow a community garden where she lives. I forgot where she lives. We might be able to find out when I go on the internet to do some research. Might do some interneting on some of the end of some of videos, and yeah, she can't even grow a community garden. It's against her state or something. So I'm guessing she's in America, because I've read other articles about Americans getting in trouble for growing. I know John Kohler from growingyourgreens.com on his YouTube channel has videos about it. some lady got in trouble for growing. We're growing food plants. There's people fucking starving all over the world, and like 3 billion people are like impoverished, you know. And if you don't think you're impoverished, it's very likely you're one of those 3 billion people. It's also probably more likely that you're not, because they probably don't have internet access and stuff. But yeah, this community garden thing is crazy. How people can get in trouble for it. So I'm definitely dedicating, and I'm keen to dedicate a nice video here to Gypsy, because I'm passionate about being able to plant my own food and not be treated like a fucking baby and babied by Big Brother government or something like that. Because like, it's easy to grow your own food. I haven't done a whole lot of research. I haven't been researching for years or anything. And I already know what I'm doing. Like, I already understand, you know, the soil's the most important part, because it's like how we eat food. You know, you are what you eat. That sort of thing. And, you know, you can break it all down to pretty simple basics. But I think it's really atrocious that we can't plant community gardens, and especially in America. I can here in Australia. I am guerrilla growing everywhere. And I'll spread that guerrilla growing as the years go on, and you guys keep donating. And I just think that's ridiculous though. So I'm definitely keen to do a nice video on community gardening, so I'll do a heap of images, but there is another video I have on YouTube which is part of the neurotic nuclear family model series. And yeah, a lot of people do have a neurotic nuclear family model, and I say we have more open source, open community gardens and just food grown everywhere. I mean, every riverbed can have avocado trees and stuff like that next to it, and you know, up on the hill so the fruits don't roll away, you can have some fruit, and you know, you can put plants and trees everywhere. So here we are at my uni again, and here's the little community garden sort of patch that I've started. So there's the red lettuces, and you can see how bright red they are compared to that chlorophyll loaded up green one in my car. Now, also I wanted to say, the molecule chlorophyll, I'm pretty sure it's only like 1 atom away from something in our body. It's on the environmental mental page, and we'll go on there after and have a look at what I was just trying to explain, because I just thought about it while I was walking over. Apparently it's just really similar or something. Anyway, so there's some nice lavender. Finally getting the flowers. I planted that a couple of weeks ago, so that's pretty cool. And here's some lad's love. This deters fleas. And there's some marigolds in the background, which are doing their job. Something's been ruffling around and eating the flowers, which are edible to humans as well. I don't know what's been eating it, but you can see that the marigolds are withering away and dying and stuff and being eaten, which is actually a good thing, because these are not being attacked now, and this is what I want to eat mainly, rather than the marigolds all the time, and there's not much produce on the marigold flowers. So the marigolds deter pests like slugs, and I have no idea what's eating them. And there's some mustard greens, and here's some lemon verbena, which is going really well now because I've watered it like every day, and it's really dark leaves there, you can see. So that one, we can also have a research into that one. I'll probably plant that in other people's videos, but it'd be good to do some research in this video for Gypsy's video. And we'll also check out the chlorophyll thing I was talking about on the environmental mental page in consciousazine.com. Now, I've actually planted all around this uni some other stuff too, from other people's donations. Like, I really like the wild arugula. If I come over here, I really like this wild arugula. I'm going to definitely keep planting it. And I like these yellow flowers, they're really tasty. They're my like favourite flowers so far. Favourite edible flowers. Now, I can pick one of these like each day. And you can see there's more on there, and they're really nice. They're kind of like nasturtium flower, a little bit milder in the peppery sort of spicy taste, and but a different, nicer organoleptic sort of flavour. It's if you don't know what organoleptic is, that's kind of where all the tastes and all that come from. That word, how we taste food and stuff. It's organoleptic, tasting food. Now, and there's organoleptic chemicals which are good for us, and they'll often be what is it? Smell and taste. So yeah. And I really like the smell and the organoleptic properties of this wild arugula here. Now this is wild arugula too, so it grows really easy. Don't have to give it too much water. They're doing really good. And there's some chives. So as you can see, I've just started guerrilla growing all this, guys. So Gypsy seems to need to have permission or something from her state, or she said it was illegal, or she couldn't grow a community garden where she was. And it was over in the States. I've forgotten what state, but I think that's really atrocious. And so we were just shooting over there and over there, but then I was watering the rest of the garden, or the food plants, and I saw over in this patch there's some chocolate mint growing pretty well, and some more chives. But I've never seen the chives go to flower a seed. And look at that, it's actually a light pink purple colour. And there's a little pod. And then it flowers off like that. Kind of like the dandelions turn into those things. They're not coming off yet, but I imagine they'll blow away in the wind when they're ready. Try and get another shot. You can see the colour there. Now I've put it in the shade. It's just on some chives. They just had the root mass left on them when I bought them from the store, so I just put them in the ground. And you just feed it a bit of water, and good soil is always a good idea. Oh, and one last thing. Since this is a video about community gardens, this is a chocolate mint, and there's a runner. Now a runner, that's why you should plant these by themselves. Now I've only put some chives near it, and you know, they're an annual. Now this perennial, which means it lasts longer than a year or 2 years, and it will just keep coming back, or it will just keep coming back. You know, it takes over, so you can see it's already sending out runners, and it hasn't been here long, and that's why I put it here, because it'll take over this whole area. It's a really good ground cover. I like chocolate mint. Tastes like chocolate a little bit, and mint, and yeah, it's a low maintenance one, so it's good for a community garden, but you have to be careful how you're planting it. If you're planting it near other perennials, or because this one can really take over quite easily and quite quickly once it starts getting going, which it is. So it'll send out runners, and it'll just take over the whole place and smother out a lot of other plants. So that's with all mints, so that's just something to keep in mind when you're planting a community garden, or if you're planting in one. You don't want to just take over the whole garden with mint. Okay, hello everyone. We're on the internet now, and I'm going to show you that plant chlorophyll thing I was just talking about. Now this is on www.consciousazine.com/environmental.html. Now this page I made all about animals and the environment, and this is where I mentioned the sense stored electrical waves. This is also where plant intelligence post is stored, just up here. If I scroll up, plant intelligence post. So a lot of people have seen this, where Korotov, the Russian scientist guy, experiments that plants feel human emotions, and that's also the movie with where they play sound to plants and go into plants and sounds, and also plant communication. Plants know their relatives. There was also something in here about how plants feel physical properties from phys.org.com. That must be on another post. So this page is just about the environment, and I think it's really sad, for instance, all this palm oil business around the orangutans dying in the forest there. It's pretty disgusting. So anyway, when I come down to here, this is the plant chlorophyll thing I was talking about. Now, I'm just zooming in using Control Plus on my keyboard, and plant chlorophyll, 1 atom away from human. Human blood, hemoglobin, iron at the center, magnesium at the center. Now we also have magnesium in our bodies. So just it's kind of one of those humbling things. and seeing the reverberfractylation of life, and sort of seeing the connection of all life, I guess. Now Control 0 to zoom back to normal. So yeah, this page has got some interesting stuff. There is an article here somewhere about how plants feel physical forces, or you could just find that on the internet and Google it, phys.org.com. Here's a solar sea slug too. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that, and also this is the Your Natural Paradise page. This is where I'm putting all plant stuff, like how to garden, just all gardening videos, really nice pictures of some community gardens, methods, things to use. I like this post that I made because it's got everything. Healthy soil post, really. The key to your plant's health and your health. So start from the ground up. This is the full-on New Earth program, bottom-up approach, and it comes through people. As you know, I have a separate page which is just all on the riots and the Occupy movement and all that. That's part of the New Earth program bottom-up page, bottom-up program, and new disk insertion into humanity's hard drive. So we want New World Order by the people, not New International Elite Order or Economic Order. So yeah, not like this. That would be shit to live like this. You want food trees here, less cameras, please. It's awkward. And so that's what that page is a bit about, the riots and all that, the global revolution. Now, I think it's revolutionary if, Gypsy, you go and plant yourself a community garden, just start guerrilla growing. I mean, it's obviously a revolutionary act when society is driven that far away from, or turned its back that far away from truth and being able to plant food plants. I mean, this is like laughable. Anyway, so this post here, the Healthy Soil post, vermiculite, wide spectrum mineral rock dust. This is really important, and I learnt this from growingyourgreens.com from John Kohler. Like, he made me realize it more. I always was very aware that the soil is, the most important part to growing, really. And you want to have healthy plants that protect themselves from pests. See, if they're nutritionally deficient, it's just like a human. And for instance, NASA's Aura, or say the GDV camera by that Korotov scientist as well, the Aura machine by NASA, or that GDV machine, they can pick up mineral deficiencies from just looking at the aura. So it's the same with the plants. And have you seen plants actually, if they lose a leaf, the aura remains there for up to days. So that's, I think, also in that other video, the Plant Intelligent video post.
the what's it called? The Secret Life of Plants. I think that might be in that video. Anyway, so rock dust is really important. So 90 plus minerals in the rock dust is preferable. That's wide spectrum. I can only, so far in Australia, in well, there's the date, 12th of the 9th, 2013. Oh, sorry, that's off your screen. It's the 12th of the 9th, 2013. And so in Australia, I can't even get wide spectrum mineral rock dust that I know of. At the quarry places and the landscaping joints, they don't have it. They just have that, like, what's it, cobalt and stuff. And you want lots more. Now, in Alana Prather's video, I went to Murwillumbah Organics Farmer's Choice, and they have low to medium spectrum mineral rock dust there. It's got like 20 or so minerals, so you want 90 if we can get it, if you can find it. You can get it from Gaia Green's glacial rock dust online, the azomite, which is what John Kohler uses all the time in his videos, which is the 90 plus, and it's micronized and stuff, which is easily absorbable for your plants, easier. A bit on compost, the basics. Compost tea, desalted sea minerals. Oh, I forgot to add that in. Worm castings, kelp extracts, and you can, like John's video here, how to harvest free seaweed, go to the beach. Mycorrhiza, so that's, if people don't know myco means fungi. So fungi actually have been proven to help plants transport nutrients and between each other and stuff, between roots and stuff, and they help plants. Fungi also breaks down things into forms that plants can absorb easier and use. Just like the human body, we can absorb some things better than others. Now, so this is really a good page to do with this video on community gardens because, oh, here's a cool idea, because of all the eclectic links. So, for instance, this is just a gardening post by itself, an eclectic, and I like this little idea, you know, don't drop the bombs of chemicals on people, let's drop tree bombs and make paradise. Why do we want to keep making a smaller, denser, like, separatist reality? And it's just weird. And it's stifling to your own life because it's stifling to humanity and you're embedded in humanity. So, oh, and look, this guy made his own forest. So I'm basically going to be doing that now. You can check the Suriname Cherry Luke Styles $30 Bandit video. $30 Bandit is something I do, and that's something I've been doing for donations from people so that I can eat a bit better and live a little bit better myself. Because I'm just on youth allowance for full-time study at the moment, and it's sometimes hard. So, never underestimate the power of one. Lone Indian man plants 1,360 acre forest by himself over 30 years. Pretty cool. And so yeah, this is just going into ideas, and then the bottom half of the page is edible flowers and plants. So we have edible flowers and plants. Some good websites here. There's John's playlist. He has like 800, 900 videos at the moment as of this date. He makes almost a video a day. So you can see it's highly informational, as I always come that way. That's how I roll. And yeah, lots of plants here. There's some pretty in-depth stuff too. So if you're a connoisseur, this is not a bad page. It's not like it's a learner page. I've been delving reasonably well into some of these. You know, I don't have infinite time right now studying full time. So yeah, it takes you through a lot of plants. And this is the page I always refer to in videos because this is where I put everything. And also, I wanted to say, I'll just scroll through this. There's lots there. I like this. Read this. Let's zoom up on this. Why is it that after 3.8 billion years of evolution on Earth, human beings seem to be the only life forms that need money to live. So I also want everyone to recognize the notes pages. They're recently created as of this date, so there's not too much in them yet. There's bugger all in the next page, and there's not too much in the reference index yet. But be aware of these at the bottom of every consciousazine page, because they will also be their own page, standalone page. So you just click into it, and it'll take you there. If you tickle the earth with a hoe, she laughs with a harvest. And so, see, there are more posts on here. Okay, so I'm just going to add the this video. Let's see if I can YouTube it. Neurotic nuclear family series, community level neurosis. Neurotic nuclear family. Let's see if my video comes up. Yep, that's it there. Neurotic nuclear family model dissolution series 1. Where's the community one? Community. Neurosis. What's going on here? It should come up. Okay, I'm going to have to go to my playlist. The consciousazine playlist. So now you can see how to spell consciousazine too. There's consciousazine 2. Yeah. So there's consciousazine playlist. 200 videos so far. Haven't worked. I did find how you can add playlists together to get what John Kohler has and get like 800 videos, but I have to re-find how to do that. So here's my playlist that I've put together. Here we go. Here's the video. And I'm going to join this on now. So I just wanted to show you on YouTube first. Neurotic nuclear family series 2. Community level neurotic model. So I'll put that on now. Thanks, guys. Oh, and I also forgot to show you guys the lemon verbena. Do a little bit of research on this. Now, I really like this one in every community garden because it's like tasty, and as we can see, it's got some good stuff in it, which we'll go through in a second. But it grows like 3 meters tall. There's a really big one in this video. And this is on the Your Natural Paradise page in consciousazine.com. So yeah, I really like this one because it tastes really cool, and I really like proper leaves, like not just lettuce or something, like not those leafy sort of greens, like actual tree leaves. They just give me some kind of like authentic feel or something, like, oh, it must be good for me because, you know, if it's a leaf that's so hardy and stuff like this, and I always have assumed that, you know, an edible one, it'll probably be good for me. And indeed, it's usually the case so far as I've found so far. Like, for instance, essential oils like the kaffir lime leaf, also I really like because of the essential oil and the profound organoleptic aromatherapeutic constituents of it as well. It's very aromatherapeutic as also. Now, moderate antioxidants. I'm not going to go into antioxidants today. We've done that before. Protects neutrophilus against oxidative damage. Let's have a look what this stuff is. A neuron or something. Neutrophils are the most abundant type of white blood cell in mammals and form an essential part of the innate immune system. That's very important, the innate immune system, so this is very good for you, this plant. general, they are referred to as either neutrophils or polymorphonuclear leukocytes, and are subdivided into segment neutrophils. Okay. Role in disease. Low neutrophil counts are termed neutropenia. This can be congenital genetic disorder, or it can develop later, as in the case of aplastic anemia or some kinds of leukemia. Okay, so there you go. You can read further into that if you would like, but we can see already that's one good thing of lemon verbena. Protects that stuff that we just went into. And the major isolate in lemon verbena oil is citral, 30-35%, nerol, and granule. Let's have a look at those. Lemonol, it's a terpenoid. Health and safety information. So some people will be allergic to citral, 1 to 1.7% of people. So it's likely you're not. So this is why we research, because you don't want to injure yourself and stuff. Nerol, a monoterpene found in essential oils such as lemongrass and hops. I'm not too sure what it's good for. It doesn't say there, and I won't look further into it right now. Gerane oil is a monoterpenoid and an alcohol. It is the primary, and that's often good for us too. It is the primary part of rose oil. So yeah, it's got to be good for us. Palmarosa oil and citronella oil. Okay. Rose-like scent. Now the scent refers to the organoleptic aromatherapeutic property of it. So there you go. And it's used in perfumes, see? Let's see if I can find this word organoleptic for you guys, so you can see how to spell it. Organoleptic, something like that. Oh yeah, there you go. Involving the use of the sense organs. And that's what I was saying. Very aromatherapeutic stuff falls under this for me. Taste, sight and senses, smell and touch. Dryness, moisture, blah blah blah. Okay, so it's good for, again, its essential oils like the kaffir lime, and this is why I really like these tree leaves rather than say just lettuce or something like that. Okay guys, I just wanted to go into that for you. And thanks for watching.